The rise of technology has brought the world into the futuristic place we find ourselves in. We've gone from having to write letters that could take weeks or months to travel across the country to being able to speak to anyone around the world with a push of a button. The advances in medicine are worth getting excited about, worth diving into, and today we're going to do just that. Let's take a look at the new medical technologies that will save more lives. Number 1. Advanced telemedicine. Telemedicine has become a common word over the last year and a half, something that we came to understand is a safer way of seeing our doctors while keeping social distancing up. The use of telemedicine goes even farther than that, though. The advances in telemedicine are allowing doctors to see patients that might not have otherwise had access. This means that millions of people are now gaining access to the proper medical care they deserve. What does this mean in terms of saving lives? It means that more people are going to be able to reach out when something is wrong, be able to have their doctors visually see things through cameras, be able to talk about symptoms, even get access to life-saving prescriptions with more ease. While the last year and a half has been hard on all of us, it's brought some really incredible technology to light that can improve the lives of people that might have been otherwise been left behind. However, the biggest catch in making telemedicine work is having a lot of the regulations on it remain lifted even after we get through this global health situation. Number 2. Nanotechnology. Another great thing that has been studied is the use of nanotechnology in the medical field. We are still some time away from it being fully implemented. However, the potential includes getting oxygen to the heart after heart attacks, using nanotechnology to fight back against cancer, and removing platelets that could cause strokes. Technology this advanced seems like something straight out of a sci-fi film, but it's something that the medical field is genuinely researching. In fact, this year there are 2 medical companies that are actively performing trials and tests with this technology. Immune Sciences is exploring using gold nanoparticles to drive medicine straight into tumor cells rather than using the traditional chemotherapy. There is also Blue Willow Biologics, and they're running tests on nanotech that will help fight bacteria and viruses. This is a massive leap in medical tech that would improve the lives of anyone that comes into contact with it if these tests prove to work and they can push forward with bringing it to the mainstream. Number 3. Tricorders. This is another one of those technologies that spent a long time being nothing more than sci-fi fantasy. However, there is a company called Basal Leaf Technologies that has managed to bring it to life. Their version is called the DXT-ER, and it is new to the market. Essentially, the tricorder can be used by the patient at home without any medical training. It's a handheld device that can quickly and accurately monitor vitals and check diagnostics. In the case of DXT-ER, this handy little device pulls patient data from multiple sources, running them through algorithms that can recognize 34 different health conditions. The conditions include stroke, tuberculosis, pneumonia, and diabetes. This is a whole new leap in technology that can allow for patients to understand their symptoms better, present this information to their doctors more easily, and there is a massive potential that this can speed up the diagnosis process. That alone would save more lives in the long run, helping doctors narrow down what the problem is to help them in fixing it before it does permanent harm. Number 4. Smarter pacemakers. Now, this one isn't as wild as the tricorder, however, it is just as important. Pacemakers are not new technology, dating back nearly 100 years at this point. They work by sending electrical pulses to the heart in order to keep it beating in a regular, healthy manner. However, the incredible thing that is happening is that pacemakers are getting an upgrade. There is a new style of pacemaker making its way onto the market, and it's got Bluetooth technology. What does this mean for patients that use pacemakers? With this Bluetooth technology, patients are able to download an app on their phone that will connect their pacemaker. This will make it easier for them to engage in remote monitoring of the pacemaker, which will take better care of the patients. There won't be as much guessing as to the state of the pacemaker, whether it's working correctly or not, or if it's malfunctioning. A company called Medtronic has already rolled out its next-gen pacemaker, which includes this amazing Bluetooth tech integrated into the system. Number 5. Lab on a chip. This is another one of those great pieces of tech that came about because of the global health situation currently taking place. The lab on a chip is a piece of technology that is about half the size of a credit card, containing a complex network of channels that are smaller than the width of a human hair. This tech can deliver a viral test in under 30 minutes. It was designed with the global health situation in mind. However, the researchers at Stanford University that are behind this are certain that they can expand the uses. They claim that it's just a matter of reprogramming the enzymes being tested. If this piece of tech can carry forward, expanding outside of what's happening in the world right now, it's going to efficiently and quickly diagnose viral illnesses, which can aid in escalating care where it's needed. Number 6. Robotic-assisted surgery. There are many medical-based companies that are working to expand their robotic systems that aid in surgeries. These systems had been associated with minimally invasive surgeries. However, there is a drive to push this technology further. The Robotic systems help precision and accuracy, giving surgeons a better visual using high-resolution, high-magnitude images of the area. There's also the growth of flexibility and dexterity that allows for more accuracy. This could easily be applied into more complex surgeries when looking at the growth and upgrading of this particular technology. The growth of this technology can help patients get through these surgeries faster and with less health risk if it's given the room to grow. The other upside to these less invasive surgeries is that the healing time is much faster. One company that is working on the growth of this technology is Medtronic with its system that just made global debut this year. Number 7. Abbott's iStat Alinity TBI Plasma Assay. This little piece of handheld technology brings us to the world of sci-fi in a similar way as the tricorder that we talked about earlier, and this could help with patients suffering from brain trauma. Now, we all know that brain trauma has to be treated quickly and efficiently, or it could cause lasting effects and even death to a patient experiencing it. What's so special about this particular tech, you might ask? It can take plasma from a blood test and rapidly test for signs of a brain injury. This means that it's going to be faster and easier to detect concussions or potentially more severe bruising and trauma to the brain. The negative tests help doctors rule out the need for a head CT scan, while positive tests makes it clear that one is needed. The wildest part about it is that it takes the blood for the test from the arm, meaning that this is relatively non-invasive, and the test itself only takes a few minutes before the doctors are given the answers they need in order to properly care for the patient. That is something I find to be incredible and will make a huge difference in how brain injuries are diagnosed. At number 8 is the Cobra OS. This is an incredible piece of technology, a lot like the last one we talked about. This particular piece of tech focuses on internal hemorrhaging. It's described by its co-founder Dr. Asha Parekh as a new device to make the REBOA technique faster. REBOA stands for Resuscitative Endovascular Balloon Occlusion of the Aorta, a technique designed to stop internal hemorrhaging. The idea behind the Cobra OS is to make the REBOA technique faster with less complications, which is going to ultimately save more lives. The woman-led team behind this piece of technology are pushing to bring something to the face of healthcare that will aid in stopping a hemorrhage when pressure can't be applied. Now, the boast here to their technology is that it is smaller than others on the market. This allows it to be deployed faster and with less steps in under a minute. The comparative right now is 8 minutes due to steps in deployment time. This speed allows for less blood loss and a greater chance of survival for the patient. Isn't it amazing how science and medicine are constantly advancing? We find ourselves growing more advanced with each new piece of medical technology that makes its way to the market. It's hard not to find these amazing and to appreciate the life-saving aspect of them. These are improving the lives of everyone by bringing old methods into a new era where tech does so much more than help us communicate around the world. These are just a small portion of the incredible things that are trying to make their way into the public market. Technology that could help save lives and guide people towards better health. And that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching.